Yep, gotcha.
I got you. ATIS.
Okay, so the way they've got it set up right now is, let's hit enter. So they've got it set up, this is the number 2 radio, this is the number 1 radio. There we go, hit continue, continue. So here's your comm frequencies in the number 1, which is comm 1. Here's your frequencies in the number 2, which is comm 2. 135.62 is the ATIS frequency. So to listen to it, so you can keep it in comm 1 and you can just push this down to phone
245 local,
and you'll hear it, or you can just turn it.
That's going to be on ATIS?
Information Papa 1653.
Yeah, so the way I do this, we know we're going to be talking, we're not going to be talking on the ATIS, so we're going to be talking on radio 1. So I'd keep this switch in the comm 1 position, and then I would take the comm 2 toggle, and you can either push it up into the speaker, or you can push it down into your headset. So when you push it down, it goes into the phone position.
Information Papa.
So information Papa.
Information Papa 1653 Zulu, wind variable at 3, visibility 10, dew clouds 4,100, temperature 12.07, altimeter 3002.
3002.
Okay, so write that down.
NOTAM's unlit restriction powers into class Delta service area at a below 3
Number 6 Hotel, circle around runway 7, taxi
starting at 2200 local to 2245 local. Advise on initial contact, you have information Papa.
Okay, so a few things. We need the altimeter setting, the winds, and the information.
Papa 1653 Zulu, wind variable at 3, visibility 10, dew clouds 4,100, temperature 12, dew point 07, altimeter 3002. Visual approaches in use, landing departing runway 07.
That's it. So now to get rid of that, you just put it back to the mid position. And now we're just talking and listening on the number 1, right?
Sierra Bravo 1, we're passing Bravo, following company traffic.
Helicopter 40 Sierra, taxi Bravo 1, clear for takeoff, follow company traffic departing.
They are taking off the 07.
07, yeah.
Traffic Bravo 3, 40 Sierra.
So the important information is, what the information is, altimeter setting, they're using runway 7, and...
There's something about visual 3.
They were giving you just the sky conditions.
Okay.
So, Papa 3002, what runway they're using, and the altimeter setting. That's it. So 30, so set 3002 in there. So there's at least 2 zeros in there. So there you go, 3002.
Requesting to enter the right downwind for 25 post up.
Helicopter 40 Sierra, roger, join the right downwind for runway 25. Correction, runway 7.
There we go.
Helicopter 40 Sierra, correction, enter right downwind for runway 7.
And I'll make this run, whenever you're ready, I'll make the first radio call here.
Alright, altimeter is set.
Helicopter 10 Hotel, 6 Bravo 2, please land.
On. ATIS B on?
ADSB, that's coming out of this transponder, that squawks ADSB.
Got it. Radio test.
Yep, check.
1, 2, 3. Taxi light.
Yep, so there isn't really a taxi light, but we can put the landing light on.
Okay. It looks like it was a taxi light.
Yeah, back in the day. 40 Sierra, runway 7, wind 090.
Brakes test.
Alright, so to do the brake test, feed off the brakes. You're just going to roll it forward. It starts to just move, and then bring the power out, and then just ride up on those brakes. Mine feel good on the right. How do yours feel? Take your feet off. There you go. Let it roll, and then on the brakes. Nice and gentle. Feel good?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and
down
taxi.
to 1,000.
Back to 1,000. We're going to taxi to the left here, right?
Yep.
Or taxi to the left. I shouldn't say right after
that. Altitude indicator.
Attitude indicator. So this is our taxi checks as we go. So let me show you those last things. Attitude, turn coordinator, heading indicator. Let me show you what that test looks like.
Right.
And we'll get it on the GoPro again. Next time you'll do it. Feed off the brakes.
Feed off the brakes.
Okay, make sure they're all the way down. Wheels down, heels down. Checking around us. All right, so we're checking the compass. Remember when we did our instrument discussion? That should be freely floating, moving, showing known headings. Attitude indicator shouldn't be wobbling, it should be erect, it shouldn't be wobbling around too much. And all you do to check these instruments is just, they call it the tail dragger wag. You just go left to right, attitude indicator, 0. So left to right, 0, attitude indicator, erect, not wobbling. Altimeter should be field elevation, turn coordinator should show wings and ball opposite. Heading indicator or directional gyro should be showing known headings, moving around freely, and then vertical speed should be 0 because we're not climbing or descending.
Got it.
And that's the taxi checklist complete. And we can lump that out with a Sharpie.
Got it.
So we're just going to come around here, we'll do a left turn, and we'll do the run up.
My airplane?
So keep your airplane, keep going forward a little bit more, and then we're going to cut around in this cutout here, right? So start putting some left rudder in it, and add a bit of power. Left brake, left rudder, add more power, more power, more power. I don't want to dust all these aeroplanes. As she comes around here, bring the power slowly out. Keep going around just a little touch more. There you go. Right there, perfect. Lovely, then just straighten the nose gear out. So let it roll forward and straighten the nose gear. Just like, get off the brake. There you go. Yeah, if you're on the brake, so to straight, you want to always be pointing straight, so you don't have any adverse tail deflection or rudder deflection.
Sure.
Yep. All right.
Run up. We did brakes. Test on that. Fuel looks good on both sides.
Yep.
Trim to takeoff. Set. Takeoff. Flight controls. We're gonna do the box.
Yep.
The thumbs.
So go all the way in, thumbs up. Make sure it's pointing to the aileron up. All the way out. And then all the way to the right. Now the right aileron should be up because your right thumb's up, or your left thumb's up rather. All the way in. And then just do a little bit of a rudder wag. That's it.
Alright, we've done that. Instruments, we've checked on the way here. Our 6-pack. Mags test, left, right, and both.
What's before the mag test?
17.
Helicopter 10 Delta, X-ray Bravo 2, clip takeoff.
Pushing it to 1700 RPM.
And feet are on those brakes, right? So we're not creeping. Lovely.
Alright, then we're gonna go, we go left both, right both.
Correct. And what are we looking for?
The drop.
And how much drop? What's the maximum drop? Says on your checklist. Should say on your checklist.
Did drop.
Should be no more than 125. It should be on your checklist.
Drop it.
Get ready to guard this. This is pumping on you. You got to do a lot of things all at once. There you go. Did you check both sides?
Yep, I checked both sides.
Did you check the carb heat?
Yep. Your carb heat. Oh, I didn't pull the carb heat yet.
Yep. No, keep following that checklist. One thing at a time.
November 6758 Hotel, Turtle Tower, runway 7, wind 110 at 7, clear for takeoff.
Alright.
Helicopter 1.
Dropping her down to 1000.
Cessna departing runway 7.
Vacuum.
Yep, we don't, we're pulling, if this was not a wreck, these are vacuum instruments, right?
Uh-huh.
If the vacuum pump had failed, those would have rolled over. I don't see a vacuum gauge anywhere in the cockpit here.
Base turn approved, X-ray Bravo 2, clear to land.
Okay. Amps and volts.
Yep. Showing a slight increase, a slight charge in a positive direction.
Okay.
Looks good. All pressure's coming up, all temps in the green.
Both good. Right. Idle, check, closed.
So that's all the way out. So bring it all the way out and make sure it does idle.
Idles.
Go. So before we go, just while we've got the GoPro going here, let me show you what that actually looks like. Okay, so it's my airplane.
Your airplane?
My airplane.
Your airplane.
So to do the run up, I'm going to bring it up to 17, just like you did, but it's all done in a big flow, right? 120, left, there's 100, both, right, there's 100, carb heat, there's a slight drop, amps and volts, oil pressure's coming up, idle check. And then you go back to 1,000. So you do that in one big bite of the sandwich all at one time, right? And then it's done. And then, so what you're going to do is you're going to slowly start clumping together pieces in the checklist so that you can do it all at the same time.
Got it.
Yep. All right. What do we got next?
That is throttle friction.
The gauge here is showing 10 degrees, but it's not really 10 degrees. Yeah, so friction. So if that throttle feels good to you, so let me know what you think, because you're going to be the one flying it. Does it feel like it's going to rattle out on you? Does it feel nice and tight?
Feels nice and tight to me.
Then it's set.
Helicopter 1 Sierra Tail, roger. Taxiway Bravo 26 landing.
That's run up complete.
All right, let's go for pre-takeoff. And then when we get to the hold short line, we'll do the takeoff.
Okay, flaps.
0.
Mixture, best power, it's fully in. Carb heat off. Got our altimeter and our squat going. Heading.
Yeah, so this should read roughly the same as that. It's showing about 200, and that's showing about 200.
Doors and windows are closed.
Mine's closed and down.
Mine's closed and down. Landing light is on. Strobes is required. We don't have any strobes on right now. Time noted.
Time. So I just take a picture. Boom.
10:30. I forgot my watch. I was going to bring my watch. And brakes released.
All right, we're ready to taxi, huh?
Yes, sir.
So we got information, Papa?
Yep.
Should sound something like this. Troutdale ground, good morning. Cessna 5201 Hotel Transient Parking. Information, Papa. Ready to taxi, run up complete, close traffic.
November 520 Hotel, Turtle Ground, runway 7, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi runway 7 via Alpha. Cessna 5201 Hotel. All right, your airplane.
My airplane? We're going to the right?
Yeah, we're going to follow it up and around to the right. Okay. Speed off the brakes, let it roll.
Hotel, traffic at your, potential traffic at your 12 o'clock. 3 miles, appears to be flying westbound, tapping out.
That's somebody else in the air.
Oh, okay.
Speed off the brakes. So you don't want to add power unless your feet are off the brakes, right? Because you're just grinding your brakes. Grinding your brakes. All right, we're going to be situationally aware. We're looking left, we're looking right, and we're taxiing right for runway 7. Looks good, huh? We'll keep going. If he's cleared you to taxi, keep her moving. Yep, wheels down, and get on that center line over there. Yep, I like that you're guarding this, because now the wind's up our tailpipe, right?
Yep.
It's a slight left wind.
Hotel,
so keep on the center line, and you just throw that, you dive away from the wind, right, when it's coming from behind you, but keep on it, keep on it. No, you got to keep it in. Add power. The slower you go, the harder this is, so you've got to get moving. You've got to keep this in.
Am I going all the way down? Or this one?
All the way down, yep. Okay. Get her in there. In. There you go. No, you're not just moving it, you're keeping it in. I'm just trying to get you to keep that thing in. Yeah? I'm going to frustrate you, but I'm going to yell at you.
That's all right.
There you go. So now we're diving away from the wind, right? Yep. I want you to hold that wind correction, because if not, the wind will flip you up on your nose. Yep, and you don't have to force it, you just have to hold it just nice and gently into the wind. Beauty. So now you can see this does nothing on the ground, but your feet do everything. So now that sock's saying it's right up your trumpet, so when it's right up your trumpet, you push forward, but you keep the ailerons neutral. Yeah? And this goes back to something that you read about the other day, about how to taxi in the winds.
Yep.
It's It's a real thing, and you have to fly on the ground as well as fly in the air.
This runway or next one?
It's only one runway. We're going all the way to the end.
Okay.
All the way down. It's a long way. Make sure your feet are off the brakes. There you go. And with the wind up your tail, it should push you down a little bit faster. There you go. Lovely.
Helicopter 10 Delta, X-ray Bravo 2, clear for takeoff.
I know of a couple of personal friends that got lazy with their wind control on the ground, and it flipped them on their lid, actually on this, lining up for this runway. And you know both of them.
I do?
Yep, I won't say it on the GoPro, but I'll say it off the record.
I'm still going down?
Yep, all the way to the end.
Okay.
The only time you can do what they call an intersection takeoff is if they say Cessna 501 Hotel, taxi runway 25 Alpha 2, intersection departure, runway 07.
Got it.
But other than that, you're going to assume full length. Then when we get down here, you'll just turn towards the runway and hold short, and then we'll give tower a call and see.
Helicopter 10 Delta, X-ray Bravo 2, clear to land.